Hey guys, how's it going? It's your host here, Paladin Hansen. I'm just showing you guys some of the sights here in San Clemente. I hope I didn't disturb you there. And we are going to explore some of the town today. And as you can see, I think the train is actually coming in right here. I got the train coming in right on cue. And my oh my, is it loud. Let me just turn the mic off real quick so you guys can hear this. Alright, now the next thing I want to show you guys real quick is the San Clemente Morn. This mural was created under the direction of artist Mary McManaman and sponsored by the San Clemente Historical Society. Community members of all ages painted each one of these tiles that you see here, and it's a mural depicting San Clemente itself, a beautiful beach city on the southern coastline of Orange County in California. And as you can see today, it's absolutely gorgeous with the sun shining. Now I just wanted to show you guys real quick absolutely the kind of retrospective where this mural is. It's right in the center of town, and as you can see, this town gives you very much of a Mediterranean feel, and the beaches are just absolutely terrific. I mean, this is looking north over to Dana Point. As you can see here, here's the froth against the waves. I just love looking at that all day. And here's we're on the pier, obviously, and that's a Fisherman's right there. And this is looking south towards San Diego County. And we're actually gonna go and eat at Fisherman's. This should be pretty tasty. They're really well known for their seafood menu, of course, being right on the water. And as you guys can tell, they have a pretty awesome selection here. We're talking clam buckets, ceviche, oyster shooters, calamari strips. Of course, we went first round with a shrimp cocktail. Couldn't go wrong with a shrimp cocktail. I mean, just look at that. Buddy.
Cheers.
Cheersies. Now, the first thing I did mention of the menu was those clam buckets, and my oh my, do they look delicious, and are they delicious? I mean, I think we bought 2 clam buckets, and each of these clam buckets, they got about, I don't know, 50, 75, you don't really keep count, but they got a lot of clams in each of these buckets, about $20, and I just look at that. I mean, just absolutely fantastic. That looks so scrumptious, and you dip it right in butter. It's got a sourdough bread to go with it, and you dip the sourdough bread in the broth, which is like a watery onion celery based broth that they put the clams in. As you can see, I put a little chunk of celery, onion, and the clam, and I just down it, knock it back down, and my oh my, is it quite delicious. I mean, look at my fat face. I just eat this shit right up. It's really good, guys. I highly recommend you come to Fisherman's if you head to San Clemente. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is the Casa Romantica Cultural Center. Now, if you guys look north on where I'm showing you, this is built by Ole Hansen. He's actually the founder of San Clemente itself. He built San Clemente. He had this dream to make it into a Spanish village by the sea, and I think he did a pretty good job at that. I mean, this place is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, and again, as we're facing north, this is north, facing towards Dana Point and to Laguna Beach, and further up to Newport coastline, all the way up to Los Angeles. And the surfers are just surfing, having a good time. And as you can see, walking across this pier, I'm wearing Crocs right now. Yeah, that's how we get her done out here. I love my Crocs. I take them everywhere with me. And as you can see, I'm now facing the camera south, and this is San Mateo Point, all the way down at the end of San Mateo Point. If you guys want to go see my last video where I was cooking lamb chops on the beach, here's a little sign right here. It says seagulls and pelicans. And I had a little friend with me right here. I'm gonna call him Roger. And Roger was my good bud. Of course, I didn't feed Roger any bread, but I did give him some of my company and time. He was a good friend. And I'm just walking towards the end of the pier here. Just an absolutely gorgeous day. I was looking at this Wheeler North Reef sign. I didn't even know what it was, but I got distracted because the train was passing by. I was like, oh, I gotta get a look at this train, and of course there it goes. It's going by. The train goes all the way up from Old Town all the way to San Luis Obispo. Now of course they get off at different depots, so obviously you get on one train and go on another and whatnot, I can assume. But as you can see, I mean, just absolutely stellar here in San Clemente. Now, as we look north here, up towards Dana Point, as you can see, that little cliff section is called by locals the Hippo, believe it or not. Just a cool fun fact. Now, as I walked along the pier, I noticed that there's actually a seal rock in Cotton's Point mural. It's facing off towards San Mateo Point. And of course there is San Mateo Point in the distance, and it's looking majestic as fuck right now. I mean, it's absolutely a gorgeous day here in Southern California, but that's most days. Now, of course, I brought up earlier about Ole Hansen and founding the town. Here's the San Clemente flag right on the pier. It literally says Spanish Village by the Sea. Now, as you can see, the crystal clear blue waters, but I had one more thing to show you guys, and that is Park Semper Fi. More or less a job, but more of a duty as a civilian to show you guys some of Marine Corps history here. And this is very important to me. I had both my grandparents were both Marines, and my grandfathers were both Marines. And this is General John A. Lahoon's memorial, and it reads, "In every battle and skirmish since the birth of our Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion until the term Marine has come to signify all that is highest in military efficiency and soldierly virtue. Major General John A. Lahoon." And if you guys don't know who John A. Lahoon is, he is a very influential person, a very influential Marine. There's even an entire Marine base named after him in North Carolina, and he is just important. He served in World War One, World War Two, you name it. He served in it, and he's a pretty important guy. Now across this wall here, you can see all the names of those who dedicated to the park, and including Medal of Honor recipients. And I just want to quickly freeze these frames for Corporal Jason L. Dunham and for Sergeant Danton Kyle Sightsinger. Now, these two Marines made the ultimate sacrifice, and in the future I'll do a more in-depth video or discussion about these Marines and their lives in a separate video. Now, as we travel through the park, you'll also come to notice two more Medal of Honor recipients. And I'm going to freeze the frame right here, but we have Lieutenant Michael Patrick Murphy, who was a United States Navy SEAL, and we have Petty Officer Second Class Michael A. Mansour, who was also a United States Navy SEAL. Patrick Murphy was killed in Asadabad, Konar Province, Afghanistan, and Michael A. Mansour was killed in Ramadi, Iraq on September 29th, 2006. These men gave up their lives for our freedom, and they deserve to be remembered and to have people say their names, not to mention the countless others that are on these plaques, these memorials. And of course you can see the beautiful Marine Corps flag and the Old Glory, the US flag. And I hope you guys liked this video. It was just a quick little video of San Clemente. I wanted to show you guys the sights. I hope you have a great one, guys. And as always, God bless.